This is a really quick and easy way to join in a new ball of yarn. Here I have the tail from my old ball of yarn that I was working with, and here's the tail from my new ball of yarn. And what I like to do, take the tail from my new ball and just wrap it around my finger a couple of times to keep it out of my way. And then I have my tail here from the old ball, and I'm going to hold that along with the working yarn from my new ball of yarn. And I'm just going to knit them together the first couple of stitches of my row. And I like to do this at the beginning of the row if at all possible. It just seems a little bit more neater to me than starting a new ball in the middle of the row, but sometimes you have to start in the middle. So I have my 2 strands of yarn here, and I'm just going to knit 3 or 4 stitches. 3 is good. Then I'm going to drop the tail from my old ball of yarn, and I'll just continue knitting with my new yarn here. And then you can weave in your loose ends, which will be the tail from your new ball, and your old yarn here. Just weave those in when you're done. And then on the return pass, you want to make sure that you remember you're going to have double stitches here. So make sure that you're knitting both of these strands together when you come back on your return row, so that you don't have extra stitches. And your fabric's going to be a little tiny bit bulkier than the rest, but it'll be pretty well hidden. So I'm on my row back here, and I am reaching the point where I joined in my new ball of yarn. And like I mentioned, you have your double strands here, and you want to make sure that you're working both of those together. You don't want to separate them. And again, just weave in the tails, and you've joined in your new ball of yarn.